Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. So the rumor backstage in WWE that they're trying to rebuild the tag team division, which shouldn't really be a rumor at this point. This should be something that they absolutely focus on, because I think the women's tag team division and the men's tag team division right now is in shambles. I mean, here are just some of the main roster tag teams that we have right now. We have the Usos, the Street Profits, the New Day, gone. We have Alpha Academy, American Made, but American Made is under the mask right now. Judgment Day, the Bloodline, or the MFTs, either or. Whatever you want to call them, right? You have the Usos are there, and then you have the MFTs kind of all in the mix with the Bloodline. And then you have the Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory. You have Damian Priest and R-Truth. Really, at this point, like, the only legit real tag teams that are actually doing stuff in the tag team division, because the Usos are not anymore. The Street Profits are being featured, obviously. The Vision is being featured, obviously. Damian Priest and R-Truth are being featured. You kind of have Kit Wilson and The Miz. I don't know where Axiom is. They haven't been seen on television for a very long time. And so there's just not a lot of emphasis on the tag team division. But when done right, tag team wrestling is absolutely incredible. And then I think the women's division one is kind of in shambles, because you have someone like the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend in there. They're really bad. I don't really get the team of Brie Bella and Paige. I know Nikki Bella got hurt and Paige was a surprise, and now she's back. And then you have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and you have Lyra and Bayley, and you have all these random teams coming together with no real direction, no real stories, no real intensity between each teams. It's just kind of some matches happening. And so I think, yes, WWE needs to do a better job. The best thing in the women's division right now as a group is Fatal Influence. They need to be heavily featured on SmackDown. They did an excellent job in their debut. They seem like they know who they are as a group, and WWE should kind of go all in on that. And I'm stating this about tag team wrestling because it's just not an emphasis right now for WWE, and according to some rumors, it will be soon. And the reason why that came out is because Enzo Amore and Big Cass are reportedly potentially returning to WWE. Enzo Amore was reportedly spotted recently at the WWE Performance Center at an NXT taping. We know that kind of Enzo lost his job because of the false allegations of sexual abuse that came out that those were false. WWE still has never brought him back. He was one of the most over talents on the roster. Enzo and Cass were loved by the fans, and WWE gave him the boot. Enzo hasn't really done much since then, wrestling related. He's kind of floated around, done a few things. Cass is in AEW as Big Bill. But yes, multiple wrestling reports say WWE has very large internal interest in reuniting Enzo and Big Cass. Big Cass is Big Bill in AEW, and his contract is reportedly close to expiring, which has obviously fueled more speculation. And the biggest thing working in their favor of Enzo and Cass is, again, that WWE really, really wants to try and rebuild the tag team division. And Enzo and Cass were very, 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 very over during their time in NXT and main roster. Crowd reactions were always huge, and they could be a main emphasis on rebuilding that tag team with the Vision, with the Street Profits, maybe with American Made, or whatever the case may be. And so I think that would be awesome. Now, there's some things working against Enzo, is that he had a lot of backstage heat, apparently, and controversy before his WWE exit, maybe injuring guys, not getting along with guys, the sexual allegations. All these types of things are working against Enzo, but I think they can all be kind of squashed and moved to the side and rebuild that division based on these guys, the Vision and the Street Profits. We know Cass has dealt with some very personal struggles. Thank God he's doing well. Thank God he's overcome them. And he's rebuilt his life and his reputation. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing for Big Cass, for Big Bill. I don't know his real name, but that's the best part of the whole story, that he was really deeply struggling and battling a lot of demons, and he came through the other side. So that's a cool fucking thing. And so him and Cass reuniting in WWE, I think would be amazing. I think if they came out, that pop would be incredible, especially on a surprise. I did originally think that Montez Ford was going to turn on Angelo Dawkins at some point, and then Montez Ford would break off into a big single star. But now I'm rethinking that, because I don't think that'll happen, simply because WWE wants to rebuild the tag team division, and the Street Profits are going to be a main ingredient of that. Then maybe once it's rebuilt and the emphasis is back on tag team wrestling, and WWE has maybe built a few other teams up, then we can get the Montez Ford turning on Angelo Dawkins and then breaking off into a singles star. But maybe it'll happen soon, as I originally planned, but I don't think it will. But I'm still very much intrigued by the Montez Ford singles run, and I'm very intrigued by Enzo and Cass potentially coming back to WWE. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about WWE trying to rebuild the tag team division. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.